Okay, so I'm going to do something very different today. So basically, I'm going to tell a story. It's kind of a horror story to me. Um, a background is that I'm a permanent resident, a U.S. permanent resident, so a green card holder. I was born in Hong Kong, so I still have a Hong Kong passport. And basically, what I did is I in the summer I went back to visit my family, like my parents, and then now I fly through, trying to fly through Canada and go back to the U.S. And so I do fly through Pacific quite frequently. So I do it about twice a year, and I transit through Canada before, but it was like several years ago. I forgot, like maybe I don't know how many years ago. So what happened is so basically I just went to the airport. I checked in early. I went like 3 hours ahead. I went to the attendant, but she told me that, oh, by the way, you need something called like ETA, and do you have that? I said, no, what's ETA? I don't know, I never heard of that. And she said, oh yeah, something is very simple. You just need to go online and apply for that, and you can just step aside and do that. So then I tried to do that, and what happened is that, okay, because I don't have connection in Shanghai, so I rely on the Wi-Fi at the airport, and the Wi-Fi is pretty bad. So I wasted almost an hour trying to kind of apply for this so-called ETA. So I did fill in the form 3 times. The form is, I won't say very long, but it's reasonably long. Typically, I guess I will I will need 10 minutes for that, but then I'm just using my iPad. I'm so typing like even much slower than before, and then like it's always in the middle of like inputting something. Suddenly it just everything hang, and then she keep trying to load something, and then after a while it say, oh, the page expired, and then everything is gone. So I restarted. So I did 3 times basically. I was patient enough, did 3 times, and in the 3rd times, basically, okay, I also do something wise, I would say. I also call my friend meanwhile and have them to fill in the form on their side also, because they are in the office and the connection is much more stable. And then finally, the 3rd time, I managed to get everything filled in, and when I click the submit button, but it just said, oh, sorry, your flight starting date cannot be today. So what? So okay, I want to say like this whole thing that is easy. It will take a very little time to fill in. It's totally bogus information from the Canadian airline. So then I was quite annoyed, and then I go back to the counter, and they said, okay, yeah, there's nothing we can do. You just have to call the reservation again. I mean, wherever you made the reservation. So then, okay, I guess it doesn't help anything to argue with them. So I just contact Cheap Tickets, and I try to go online again. And because the connection, I guess, is horrible, and I also forgot the password, then I wasted like 20 minutes just get it retrieved. So typically it made me spend like 5 minutes, but there, because of the horrible connection, I got 20. I used the 20 minutes, and then finally, I managed to log in, and I find my reservation, and I tried to modify my flight time, and they said that, okay, you cannot modify it because like you're about to fly very soon. So basically, they said that like for flight you're about to fly within 3 days, you should just call them directly. So why they just don't give the number right away? I mean, on top of the page or whatever. So then, okay, I'm patient. I'll just call them. So I called Cheap Tickets, and no one picked up the phone after 5 minutes. So I think, maybe something is wrong. So I hanged up, and I call again, and then I wait for another 15 minutes, and finally someone picked up the call. And then I told him that I need to cancel my flight, or like I need to reschedule my flight because I was not allowed to get on board. And he said like, okay, is that about the ETA? I said yes. So I guess like I'm not the first person to get blocked by something like that. And then like, so because I fly quite frequently for this particular leg, yeah. So I asked them like if I can delay my flight for like about half a year later, but the answer is no. So okay, then I was forced to cancel the flight, and I got charged for $300 for that. So then, okay, now I still have another problem is I need to get back home. So I try to apply. I try to book another flight. So this time I asked my friends to help, and they find one on Ctrip. Ctrip basically is a Chinese booking site, and it's leaving on 4:10 p.m. and it was like 3:20. I think yeah, maybe it's okay because I'm already at the airport. Actually, I'm at the check-in counter, so I just need to go to that counter, like for the A counter. But I said like okay, just go ahead book it, and then I went to there, and they said like they already closed. Ctrip is nice enough to return all the money, so we explained to them like okay, at the time you sell the ticket, it's already closed. The gate was already closed. We cannot check in at all. So okay, they at least return the money. So then we try to book another flight, but because we already wasted so much time, as you can see. So the only thing I have is like another flight. I mean, basically a flight on another day, the next day, or like or there's a late flight basically, but the late flight is the same. You just fly there, then wait for you will just wait not at this airport but at the other airport. So it will be like a 30 hours flight. Then actually I will get back home even later than the flight I'm supposed to fly like tomorrow. So the end result is basically I'll arrive early at the airport to check in, but yet I cannot make it to the flight, and I was forced to pay $300 to cancel the ticket, and I wasted an entire day. So that's why I'm ranting about it. I'm at the hotel now. I'm stuck at Shanghai Airport, a motel at Shanghai Airport. So I have time to rant about this whole story. So I have more time now, so I go to the Wikipedia and check more about what the heck is this ETA. This is the so-called electronic travel authorization. There's something like unique for Canada. So it's for all visa-free eligible nationals, but except like Americans that arriving by air since like November 10 last year, that you need to apply for that. And one thing is even more annoying is that if you go to the website, they say, oh yeah, this is something very easy to apply, and it's only $7 Canadian. I don't care about how inexpensive this whole thing, even at 1 cent or 10 cents, but it's so annoying. I mean, why can't you don't even advertise it enough, at least I would say. So, and also like it's very annoying because okay, if you're an American citizen, it's fine. Okay, I'm okay about that. And it's if you don't have visa, I mean, if you're not visa-free eligible nationals, for example, you're from you're from China, you need to apply for visa. You're okay also. You're not applying visa for Canada, but if you apply visa for America, for the U.S., because you're just flying to the U.S., right? Don't forget the whole story. My whole story is that like I'm just trying to go back to the U.S. I don't like Canada. I don't mean I don't like Canada. I have no opinion about Canada before, but now I have very bad opinion about Canada. Now I like bad. I mean, like I don't care about them. I mean, I just want to get back home, and I'm okay. Like I just go in transit. You can just trap me a small box. Like I remember last time transit in Canada, I remember like they put us in some small room and lots of queues, and that's fine. It's fine. I can. It's okay, but don't just make something that is visa free. At one point you say it's like you are visa free, but you need to apply something ahead of time before you fly. When people think of like you are visa free, you won't get prepared for this, and it's totally ridiculous. And also for Vancouver, actually they try to implement also like this really ETA waived program for transit in Vancouver airport. That's the airport I'm supposed to get transit through, but they according to Wikipedia, they tried to implement that, but eventually they never did that. So anyway, I just want to say like I'm the kind of white combination. I'm the lucky combination that I'm not a citizen. I'm also like I'm not the one that need visa, and I don't need visa for the U.S. because I have the green card. So therefore, I got caught in the middle. That it's just I don't understand the whole thing. Like if I still don't understand. If you say it's visa free, right? If you next time Canada, please just make it not visa free. I don't understand at all. So if you need visa, just ask me to apply for visa. But don't just mix up something like this. I mean, it's very annoying. So anyway, I know like government is bureaucratic, so I can understand that. But still, like it's for transit passengers. It's really annoying. I mean, I think I already went enough about this. And also like one thing I want to say, I'm sure I'm not the first person that or like first permanent resident did have experience like this. And I'm sure like lots of last minute travelers just going through, just trying to get, go to the US and through Vancouver or something like that, and suddenly at the airport and realize that they need to apply something known as ETA. And if you say like, okay, you cannot apply for it on the same day, why don't you just on your website have a big banner saying about this? Because it's totally waste of every people's time, because I don't want this ETA, no matter whether it's like eligible like for 5 years or whatever. I don't want it. I won't go to Canada for the next 5 years. And if you tell me right ahead, like I don't need, I cannot, you won't give it, you won't I can apply it on the same day that I flight, then I won't waste that 1 hour on that, and I will have enough time to book for my another ticket. So of course I also kind of complain. Of course I would like to rant about that, like why there's so many middlemen. For example, Canadian Airlines. I'm sure like I'm not the first passengers have this kind of horror stories. I really wish you guys have really bad years like this year. I mean, in the sense I hope you lose lots of money. No one should just like fly to a airlines that will suddenly tell you that, oh, you're not allowed to get on board, but by the way, oh yeah, I don't know, yes, you try this, I'll try that, or something. Like, I mean, at least you give me the accurate information if you cannot give the reminders. So, and then cheap tickets also, like why can you not? I mean, I'm sure you have encountered like some other passengers like me, and why don't you send some reminders? I guess it's difficult for cheap tickets anyway. So and also like I already mentioned that like the flight attendants, not the flight attendants, but at the check-in counter, the attendants, they should have came across like passengers like me also. Like, why can't they just be honest and give the accurate information? Are they just trying to kind of, I don't know. I honestly have some conspiracy theory here that maybe like Canadian Airlines, maybe the upper management say that, nah, don't say anything. Maybe they won't make it in time to cancel the tickets, then we can get some money or something like that. Why can't they just give accurate information and tell the passengers that like, nah, you cannot apply for ETA because you need to apply like a couple days ahead or something like that. Also, you just have to cancel your tickets right away now. So anyway, okay, my whole purpose here, not just because I have time now, waiting for my flight tomorrow, but also like I guess like I want next time if I have the same situation, I will have better judgment, and I hope my also like my experience here may be helpful to some other travelers. So I guess my first lesson is like don't fly through Canada if you're going to the US, And honestly, I will avoid Canada for a long time, because this whole thing is really very annoying. So and also like I guess like because it's getting so, I mean, I don't know why, because border control is getting crazy now, and in general, I guess should just avoid flying through like some other country, like third country at all costs. So, but sometimes it's just not avoidable. I don't know. It's basically unavoidable. So, but for Pacific, it's kind of okay. We can always have kind of almost direct flights to the U.S. So, and also like flying through Japan seems okay. At least my wife did it like last year, and I did it several times also. It seems okay, but I don't know whether it will change also. And I will be very careful next time not to get through by the check-in attendant for whatever information they gave. So I will kind of like be calm and think twice about what they said. I think like if I think more carefully, I guess I would ask like whether really I can apply it now. Probably doesn't make too much sense if they have this something for screening people, because the whole point of this thing is like at another screening. If you can screen people like just 1 hour ahead, then I guess the whole purpose doesn't, I mean the whole system doesn't make too much sense. But anyway, I mean the whole system, even now I doubt it's really helpful at all. Besides, I annoy many travelers that especially like, I hope Canada really do poorly for economy wise in the future, or at least for Canadian airline, for this kind of stupid policy. And I guess that's the only way that like economy will change behavior. If they find that it doesn't work, like economy really doing bad, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe they will change this stupid policy. And another lesson is that like I really had the chance to make it for the another flight if I book my flight immediately, because I was quite ahead. Like if I didn't waste my time like trying to apply for this ETA and then trying to cancel the flight first before booking another flight, then I probably will make it like to the American airline flight like 410. So I wouldn't have to waste like a whole day ranting about this whole story, staying in a motel middle of nowhere, near, I don't know, Pudong Airport. And so anyway, I guess this is and my another lesson. So I'm also like as I mentioned already, like border control now is quite crazy. I guess because of this terror threat here, it's kind of understandable, but it's really annoying. And I guess I in the future just need to be prepared to get stuck because of this border problem. So just need to be, I mean, be prepared that like have the need to change reservation just because of that, and should have the reservation number ready and also the telephone number ready, so can do the cancellation very quickly. And also I guess I next time I should really avoid like reservation sites that cannot be contacted easily. I don't know, I mean like 20 minutes is not quite acceptable. And what also actually when I call eventually, I think okay, I'm calling to the Cheap Tickets Hong Kong. Eventually I reached that guy speak Mandarin, because I said can I speak Cantonese. Okay, Cantonese is my mother tongue. And they said no, I'm sorry, like because they kind of like forwarded the line to them, like to their office instead. So I mean like because like the Hong Kong office is so bad that no one picking up the phone, it was just automatically route to the whatever mainland office to pick up the phone. So okay, anyway, but compared with this, I mean Canadian government, this annoying ETA things, I guess Cheap Tickets is only minorly annoying to me, so I can bear with it. But next time I probably will use sea trip or like kayak, or I don't know. I'm not sure. Sea trip is actually pretty good though. So okay, this is my story, and hopefully you guys find it. I'm not sure it's I don't think it's entertaining, but if you have similar experience in the future, I hope like seeing this may get you prepared to have better judgment. Okay, thank you. That's all.